Alright, cool. Alright, everybody got their pens, paper, pencil. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to roll?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I know I got more than one person in here. Yes, I need to chat. Alright, cool. Alright, so welcome. This is the 5-day course for ClownsFX. Monday, today we are touching over the basics of Forex. What is Forex? Who trades Forex? The time sessions, so on and so forth. I will have a few jewels, no pun intended, that I'll be dropping for y'all. Little tidbits that a lot of people don't know, but these tidbits are big enough to where they play a huge role for traders. So today we probably looking at about an hour and a half, depending on how many questions. And let's go. So I'm gonna give probably like an extra 2 minutes at the end of each slide, just so everybody can get quality notes. The topics that we're gonna cover today: what is Forex? What do people trade? Who trades Forex? A breakdown of the market sessions and the pairs, the types of analysis, and what/who is a broker. Okay, so what is Forex? Forex is short for the foreign exchange market. It's the most liquid market in the world. It exchanges about 4.3 trillion per day compared to the stock exchange market, the New York Stock Exchange market, that only exchanges 20 billion per day. Forex has grown over the years and is becoming very popular for these reasons listed below. You can trade from anywhere in the world. That's why they promote it so much, because you can trade from your phone, your tablet, your laptop. Is very accessible. It's the most liquid market in the world, like I stated up top, bigger than the New York Stock Exchange. Traders can profit from a currency that is increasing and decreasing in value. So with stocks, you only benefit if that stock is doing positive. So if the stock is doing good, you're making money. But if the stock starts doing bad, then you're going to lose money. With trading, with your pairs, you can benefit from both sides. So if the currency starts doing bad, you can sell it and make money from that. If the currency starts doing good, you can buy it and make money from that. So it's very flexible compared to other markets. You don't need a high initial investment. You can start your account off with $100. Some people like to say $50. I don't say $50 because you can't really make a decent return on that. Your account is flat. It's very flat. You don't have enough cushion, enough capital to be able to risk a little to earn something. Whereas if you start your account off with $100, let's say you risk 10% of that. 10% of that $100 means you have a 0.10 lot size. 0.10 lot size is $1 per pip. Let's say the market moves 200 pips per day. So, I mean, something reasonable would be 200 pips a week. If you trade with a 0.10, you just made $200 for that week off $100. Now your account at $300. So now you can trade 10%. Now you trading with 0.30, which is $3 per pip. So bear with me, my computer lags sometimes. Trying to the next slide. All right, what do people trade? So the thing that we trade in this market is currencies. Two currencies together makes a pair. Every pair that consists of the USD, which is the United States dollar, is known as major pairs. So if it has the United States dollar in it, it's considered a major pair. If it does not consist of the United States dollar, it's known as an exotic. It's called an exotic pair. Who trades? Banks trade. Something I didn't put on there, hedge funds, companies, and then there's us individuals. Trade Forex. The four major markets to trade. We have London session, which starts 3 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you're in Tennessee, our time is 1 hour below that. So we're on Central. So it'll be 2 a.m. And 11 p.m. New York session is 8 Eastern to 5. Sydney is 5 to 2. Tokyo is 7 to 4. So when you understand your currencies, and you have a pair, let's take GBP USD, the pound belongs to London, so you would want to trade that pair during the London session because that's when that pair is going to be moving the most. Can you trade it outside of the London session? Yes, you can. Will it move a lot? No, it won't. So you might end up holding that trade a little longer than you anticipated or than you want to if you're trading it outside of this session. During summer and winter months, from 8 to 12, London and New York sessions overlap. So with London starting at 3 and not ending till 12, and then New York starts at 8, both of those sessions are running together. You want to take advantage of this and trade pairs where both of the currencies are in that session. It's active. So again, I'm going to take GBP USD again as an example. The pound belongs to London. The United States dollar belongs to the New York session. Both of those sessions are open, which means that pair is moving like crazy, which means you can make a lot of money off that pair because it's active. It has high volatile. I fuck this word up every time. Volatile. It's volatile. It's volatile as hell. It's high. I don't like adding the TY. I mean butchering it. But, so yeah, understand. Y'all do that. Do that for homework or study that. Understand which currencies belong to which country. And when you understand that, you know which times to trade and in which sessions so you can catch the most amount of pips. My computer lag, yeah. Okay. London session. 99% of these traders keep their eyes on London, essentially because it controls the European market movements. So your pairs like Euro, any Euro pair, honestly, is going to move a lot during London. Roughly 30% of all market transactions take place in London session. So London banks are open around this time. That's why so much movement is going on. Due to London session overlapping with two other major trading sessions, a large portion of Forex transactions are made during this time. So the two sessions that it overlaps with, the first overlap is Tokyo and London. Tokyo stops at 4. London just started at 3. So they overlap for an hour. After that overlap, the second overlap, London overlaps with New York because New York starts at 8 and London doesn't end till 12. The London session is known to be volatile for EU. Most major movements that occur during the London session also carry over into the New York session, again, taking advantage of that overlap. The best times to trade EU and GU is during that overlap of London and New York. New York session. This session begins at 8 a.m. Eastern. This is the most traded session amongst all Forex traders. A lot of traders don't like trading in London because it interrupts their beauty sleep. A lot of people don't want to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I get that, but I like London, so I trade it. Let's see what else. Forex traders primarily due to influential market news that makes market moves occur during this session. The most commonly traded pair during this session is UJ or EJ, as well as gold. I used to trade gold. I stopped trading gold for emotional purposes because, yeah, gold does some crazy shit. And I don't like it. So I just stopped trading it altogether. But if you can handle gold and like master, I'm not gonna say master because we don't ever just master anything, but we learn kind of how to do it. If you can take control of it, gold can make you some pretty good money. But I wouldn't trade gold, especially with what's going on with us in China and stuff. So nah, I'm leaving gold alone right now. Major news is released in the beginning of New York. So a lot of news is released like 7, 8. Oh, we got people in the waiting room. Hold on, yeah. So most news is released like around 7, 8 o'clock. When I say news, this is forexfactory.com. Red folders stand for high impact news. So it doesn't necessarily mean bad because it's red. It just means that it's going to have a high impact on whatever pair is listed right here. Well, not pair, but currency. So whatever currency is listed right here is going to be impacted by the folder, by the news. So doing this, looking at this, going to Bloomberg and reading articles, going to investing.com, going to Yahoo News and reading articles, this is known as fundamental analysis. When we get on the charts, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but when we get on the charts and we do stuff like this, like draw lines and Fibonacci and trend lines and identify higher lows and all that stuff, that's known as technical analysis. Chat. Is that the harmonic scanner? Nah. The harmonic scanner is only provided to IML people. That's who get the harmonic scanner. This is, let me pull the chat back up. This is TradingView. So this is a trading platform that you can do your markups on. So we're gonna jump into this day 3. I'm gonna teach y'all how to mark up. I wouldn't say easier because with the harmonic scanner is basically telling you what to put in, like enter right here, stop loss right here, TP right here. So this you have to learn how to do on your own. You have to learn how to train your eyes and be able to read the market. So in a sense, you become the scanner. Like you're the scanner. You're the harmonic scanner. And harmonics is a technical analysis tool from like, it's drawing patterns from like X to A to B to C, and then like so on and so forth. All right, Sydney. Sydney is the next session. This session starts and ends the trading week. So it starts on Sunday. The market opens on Sunday at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock for us. It ends the week at 5 Eastern on Friday, 4 for us. This session focuses on the movement of AUD pairs. So AUD, USD, GBP, AUD, AUD, JPY. Any pair that has AUD in it is going to move during this time session. The volume is very low compared to other sessions. So can you trade it? Yes, you can. Will you make a lot of money from it? No, you won't, because it's not very volatile. It don't move a lot. It don't move a lot of pips. So the last session of the day is Tokyo. Tokyo is also referred to as the Asian session. So it can go both ways. Some people say Asian session, some people say Tokyo session, but they're the same thing. Tokyo is the financial capital of Asia. Japan is the third largest trading center in the world. The yen is the third most traded currency, partaking in 16.5% of all Forex transactions. So a lot of popular yen pairs, GBP, JPY. Y'all know I trade that pair. I love that pair. USD, JPY, Euro, JPY. I also trade that pair. So the yen is involved in a lot of pairs. BLJ, Bank of Japan. So when I went on Forex Factory and I showed y'all those folders, BLJ sometimes will be that folder, and it'll be a red folder. So anytime you see that, pay attention to it. You'll also get variations like BOE, which is the Bank of England. Pay attention to that. You'll get stuff like non-farm payroll, which is NFP. Pay attention to that. NFP happens a lot on Fridays, and that affects USD pairs. Let's see. It is more likely to see movement in the Asia Pacific pairs like AUD USD, NZD USD, opposed to pairs like GBP USD that won't get active until London. So Tokyo session is just like Sydney. It moves a little bit more. You get a little push, but it's not a whole lot different. The best sessions, honestly, to get your best bang for your buck are going to be London and New York. If you are looking for times of high volatility, then look for times when two sessions overlap. So how I was talking about the London and the New York overlap. Also note, trading on Fridays and Sundays can be a costly venture. Sunday is when investors are looking for the news to create a path, and then paths can change by the time Monday comes. So when I say path, I'm referring to a trend. So the market will open up on Sunday. It might start in an uptrend, and you see that. So you hop in, and then Monday hits, and it starts reversing. Now it's in a downtrend. Just, it's not worth it. Trade with the banks. The banks trade Tuesday through Thursday. Those are going to be your money days. Those are the days that you want to trade. Last night on the webinar, I asked the question, who works a job where they can see the Brink truck come and pick up the money? Like, and if you see it come pick up the money, what day does it come? So the student answered me and they said Tuesday. And if you're observant, you'll notice not all companies, but a lot of companies, when the money trucks come and pick up deposits and stuff, they come on those days, Tuesday through Thursday. And that is because that's when most of the money for these companies and stuff is being moved around and switched from accounts to accounts and stuff like that. And it's also when the banks, the brokers of the banks are trading during those days. So you want to trade where the big money is being moved around so you can take advantage of the movement. Us as individuals, we trade in hundreds and some of us thousands of dollars, but that doesn't compare to companies and banks who have millions and billions that's moving the market. So we just want to ride the wave with them. So can you trade Mondays and Fridays? Yes, you can. I just recently started trading Mondays, but that's because once you understand the rules, you can break the rules to a certain extent. So y'all can unmute your mics. I'm gonna take a break right here for like any questions, answer any questions y'all might have, and then we're gonna keep going. I got a couple more slides.
Quick question, George.
What's up?
What's standard pips and micro pips? What's the separation?
So the whole number is 5. Is it 4 or 5 digits?
4.
Okay. So that last number is a micro pip. And then you drop that, and then you have the standard pip amount.
Okay, because I've been on this the dummy account and trying to figure out some crap.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna go over vocabulary and terminology and stuff. Day 3.
Okay, bet.
I got any other questions out there? Concerns, complaints? No? All right. We'll keep going. All right. There are 3 types of analysis. The first type is technical analysis. The second is fundamental analysis. The third is trader's settlement. So this is basically how you decide if you want to buy or sell. You decide if you want to buy or sell using these types of analysis. So technical analysis. Technical analysis is reading the charts using a series of technical tools, which normally involve tools that are developed using some sort of mathematical equation and historical data to predict what will happen. So when I get on the charts and I start drawing lines and I draw my field from low to high or from high to low, and I'm marking this off, I'm circling this, I'm coloring this, all of that is technical analysis. Fundamental analysis, and I'm gonna save y'all from reading this big paragraph. Fundamental analysis is reading and comprehending news. Straightforward. When you go and you read the news and it's dealing with your currency pair, so if I was trading, Euro USD and I see something about Euro economy it's at its all-time highest, it's doing wonderful, it's doing this, it's doing that, and then I look at the United States dollar, it's doing bad, Trump tweeting dumb shit, all that's fundamental analysis. That's reading news and understanding what's going on in the world and using that to benefit you on the charts. The last analysis, something I don't recommend. A lot of people don't know about it, but I touch on it because it needs to be talked about. It's trader settlement. Trader settlement refers to how people can devise their own opinions over how the market is changing and where it's headed to based off nothing, to be honest. Those are people that get on here, they open their charts, and they look at the trend and say, oh, it's going up, I'm gonna buy. Or they look at it and say, oh, it's going down, I'm gonna sell. And then they're done. That's it. They don't use any type of real analysis to determine their bias. And bias is just a fancy word for opinion. So they don't use any type of analysis to back up their bias. They're basically just gambling. And we don't want to gamble. I think that might, no, we gotta go with brokers. Yep. All right, Forex Brokers. We have FX Choice, Awanda, LMFX, and some others. So I had to make changes to this slide due to some things that happened.
Are those the brokers we want to use?
Yeah, so we use FX Choice. These are just different options that if you don't want to use FX Choice, you can use Awanda. If you don't want to use Awanda, you can use LMFX. But you only need one broker. You don't have to have so many, all these brokers.
What's the difference between these brokers?
So FX Choice, I know that they offer 1 to 200 leverage. Awanda only offers 1 to 50. LMFX, I believe, offers 1 to 1,000. So it's little things like that that differentiate them. They're all regulated brokers. The brokers I had on there before were not regulated, so I had to change them. I had KOT 4X on there. I had Hugo's Way on there. I had Trader's Way on there. And all three of those brokers are not regulated. And what that means is for a broker to become regulated, they have to go through the government and do these different procedures to basically get approval and say that they're legit from the government. Those brokers did not. They were unregulated. And that means that at any time, if that broker decides they just want to stop being a broker, just want to pack their stuff up and go, they can do that, and they can take your money without getting in trouble. With regulated brokers, they can't do that.
Which broker do you use?
I use FX Choice. So the broker is who actually places the trade for us in the market. Us as individuals, we can't technically place the trade in the market. So that's why we have to sign up through a broker, and we basically tell the broker, hey, I want to buy USD JPY, and I want to risk this lot size. Put it in for me. So the broker puts it in. We get charged a commission or a swap for this service, which ranges depending on what lot size you use. I know for smaller lot sizes, it's cents. When you start getting to bigger lot sizes, it turns into dollars, like $7 here, $15 here, and so on. Trading platforms are MT4 and TradingView. So MT4 is what we all have on our phone. You can also download that to your computer and do your technical analysis on there. Or you can use TradingView. I like using TradingView because it's a little more people friendly, and how you use it. When I use MC4 on a computer, I feel like I'm on a dinosaur computer. I don't really like it. So that's why I choose TradingView over MC4. But it's all based on preference. So I advise everybody to play around with both and see what they like. All right, so that's the end of day one. Day two, we'll talk on psychology, because a lot of people do not talk about psychology when it comes to trading, but it is very important. Trading is 80% skill. No, trading is 80% psychology, 20% skill. The skill, I'm not going to say it's easy, I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's simple. So once you learn the skill, the hardest part is controlling yourself and understanding you as a person, and understanding your flaws and owning up to those flaws and fixing those flaws. So that's just a little sneak peek of what tomorrow holds. Today was a basic class, just touching up on the basics of Forex, because I know I got a lot of beginners in here. Some people know this stuff, some people don't. So that's why I touch up on it. So we really can use the rest of this time to talk. If y'all have any questions, let me know. If y'all want to, if y'all want me to mark up something, I can do that. Pick my brain, y'all. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to help. So take advantage.
So pretty much buying is going up, selling is when it's going down.
Right.
Okay.
So obviously harmonic scanners for IML, and then what do we use? What is that called?
What IML user?
For the charts to graph it and such, what is that called for us?
Oh, that's called Trading View. The platform is called Trading View, and that's what.
And we become the harmonic scanner, so we have to know what stop loss is and when to enter. Correct?
Yeah.
And you will teach us that later on in the lesson.
Correct.
All right.
Hey, Jules, so
We have access to those slides. I can post these slides in the chat with everybody, so y'all can have those.
Hey, Jules, I have a question.
Who's that?
Allison.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, so say I already have a broker, and I already have, I guess, so like, I'm already with Hugo's Way, but I didn't know it was unregulated. So how do you switch from having Hugo's Way to FX Choice? Like, is there a way to, I guess, withdraw the funds from MC4?
Yeah. So have you done a withdrawal before with Hugo's?
No.
Okay. So I'll probably call you later and walk you through those steps. You'll basically just do a withdrawal from Hugo's Way to Cash App, because that's your Bitcoin wallet. And then from Cash App, you'll send it to FX Choice.
Will you still using the same account on MC4 though?
You'll have to link, so you'll have to make an account with FX Choice and then link that FX Choice account to MC4.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So Jules, what would you say would be the best starting funding?
The best what now?
Like how much funds would be best to start with?
To start with, that's a question you gotta ask yourself, honestly. A couple questions.
So say like 500-600.
Let me ask you this: why are you trading? what do you want from trading? You want side money, or you want
Long term.
full time and be financially free, or what do you want trading to do for you?
Full time, long term financial freedom.
Okay, so I'm gonna recommend to you to honestly start out with $1,000. You can start out with $100. I tell you that now, but you're gonna have to build that $100 up. 1,000 is a good starting point because with $1,000, you can risk 10%. 10% of $1,000 is a 1.00 lot. That stands for $10 per pips. I posted a screenshot of my stats not too long ago where I caught 700 pips in a week. So 700 times a standard lot, which is $10 per pip, caught 700 pips. That's $7,000 in a week.
Okay.
So you're saying if we want to quit our jobs and all that stuff, we have to at least put a stack in our account?
I'm not gonna say at least a stack, but have higher capital.
Like how $500?
You said what now?
How about $500?
Yeah, 500 is cool. 500.
The thing is that I'm scared. If I put $500, I'm scared I'm gonna lose it.
Okay, then I want you to start with 100. Don't put in anything you're not willing to lose, because trading will make you a lot of money when you understand what you're doing. But at the same time, when you don't understand what you're doing, you can also lose a lot of money. And people don't talk about the losses and stuff that they go through when they're dealing with trading, because it's 50-50.
So you're saying once I know my stuff and such like that, the more I put in my account, the better.
Yeah, because you have a higher chance because you're educated on what you're doing. So you have a higher chance of flipping that account compared to not having any knowledge and trying to flip money where,
Makes sense.
So, but yeah, you could do 500. 500 to get 10% of that. You multiply it times 0.10. That's 50. So you take the decimal spot and move it over twice. That's 0.50. That's $5 per pip. So I'm gonna take the $700 pip a week again. 700 times 5, 3,500 a week. So.
Are you going to touch on taxes in the class?
I'm not an accountant. I'm not
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do accounting.
Okay, bet.
Legally, I can't. But if you know an accountant, go holler at them.
I got that handled.
Yeah, they can put you in the right direction. I'm doing that now.
Because I know it's 35% and then something else.
Yeah, but I will tell you that you're gonna pay less than working at a job.
Yeah.
So you pay less taxes on investments than you do working a job.
Because I was checking out. There was 2 separate forms that you could go.
Yep, that's. All right, any other questions? Come on, y'all. Come on. I need them. I know y'all got some. No questions? All right, hold on. I'm finna start picking people out now. Who all on here? Everybody unmute your mic. It was way more people. Everybody. I feel like it was more people. Let's see. Who's like brand new? Don't know anything.
Me.
Me.
Who was the other me? I know Nisha.
Denisha. I was gonna say Denisha because they FaceTime. I'm confused.
Don't be shy.
Yeah. What happened?
It was another me.
Me.
See, it's Mike. Who is that? Oh well. What led y'all to want to find out about Forex? Hello?
I'm just trying to make more money. I'm just trying not to punch a clock anymore.
I feel you on that one.
I'm trying to, like, if my job fire me, I'm okay with it. I'm not stressing.
Right. Who else on here? Nisha, what about you?
Okay, so the only thing I'm confused about is like, I guess you could say starting, but I mean like starting like the process like all the way like through Cash App, like when it comes to like depositing the money. That's like more so what I'm confused on. But
Okay, well, let's handle that.
okay.
So you have to fund your account, basically.
You said what?
So you had to fund in your account.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused about how to fund my account. But the money is already on Bitcoin. It's already on Cash App.
Cash App as Bitcoin.
You said what?
It's already on Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so log in for FX Choice.
Can I do it now? Is it gonna leave me? Like it's gonna take me off? If I do it now?
Let's wait. Let's wait till after.
Okay. Cool beans. I can agree with that one.
So do you have to fund it to Bitcoin?
Hold on. Okay. You said what now, Greer?
Do you have to fund it through Bitcoin?
Yeah. So I know Owanda offers bank transfers. You can do it through the bank, but FX Choice, yeah, you gotta do it through Bitcoin.
Okay, because I was seeing where they were talking about you had to buy a web card or some shit. I was like, the fuck is this?
Nah, you could do it through Bitcoin.
Okay.
You just gotta be careful and type in the numbers right, because if you type them in wrong, there is like no refund or anything with Bitcoin. So if you send that money somewhere else, then it's just gone. But y'all don't have nothing, like no questions at all?
I don't have any questions, but I can state why I started trading. Simply because I got tired of working for somebody. It's literally just that simple. I've been an entrepreneur at heart. Kind of been having my own things going for a long time, and I'm just like, especially during this Corona thing, like I literally got furloughed. I work at a law firm, so I got furloughed, or however the hell you say it.
Mhm.
And it just really opened my eyes to the fact that at any given time, as quick as they hire you, they can fire you. So I'm not trying to be that vulnerable. I was trading before then, but I wasn't really just applying myself 100%. It was just like whenever I had some free time, besides working and DJing, whenever I had free time, I kind of, look some things up, take a few notes or whatever. But since March, like it's just been really heavy on my heart to be sure that I'm, find me a great mentor. And I'm glad I came across you because, the situation I was in with IML, I wasn't getting fed like I was supposed to, or what they try to guarantee you to get fed with. And it wasn't slapping for me, so I needed something else. But just during this time of just not having a job, literally it's been, I've been very adamant on actually learning the process of trading to be sure that I can take care of me and my mama. So yeah, I ain't had no question though, but I just want to say that.
Hey, I understand. Yeah, hats off to you. I'm proud of you. Everybody can't trade. I'm gonna just be honest, be blatant about it. Trading is not meant for everyone. But if you stick to it, you treat it like something you really want to do, and you go all in, you're gonna get it eventually. It took me 2 years. I'm almost on my 3rd year trading. And it just clicked like not too long ago. Like probably maybe like right before it hit my 2-year mark. That's when it clicked for me. And then going into my 3rd, it's just riding the wave, honestly. I started trading for the same reasons. Financial freedom, hated punching the clock. Like, I absolutely hate it. I hate somebody else telling me what to do. Because I always played ball all my life. So I wasn't a working type of cat anyway, because I was always playing ball. Once I stopped playing ball, had to get a job, and I wasn't fucking with it. So I picked up on trading, found a mentor. My mentor named Q Banks. He has Wall Street Academy. That's the course that I took. $800 course. So y'all getting blessed. Y'all getting a $800 course really for $150 because his trading style is how I trade. Because that's how I learned. That's who I learned from. On top of like some other people, and I kind of just mixed everything together and created like my own style. But that's how it go. I could always trade, but I didn't. The confidence check didn't hit until I caught the same trade as Q did one morning on US 30. I'm gonna see if I still had that markup. Let me see. I wasn't that far back. Okay, here it is. It was up in here. All right, so it was this trade right here. I caught this trade on US 30 about a month ago, and Q caught this trade too. So this is on US 30. Q, basically what happened was, it was on a lower time frame. All right. Basically, some people are gonna understand the terminology, some don't. But if you don't freak out, because we're not gonna go over like terminology and charts and stuff until day 3. But I marked off my support. I marked off my resistance because based off of these candles right here, price was already having a hard time breaking through. So that's why I put the line on top. for resistance, then support. Price was having a hard time breaking through. So I basically trapped price between these two lines. I trapped it and it had to make a decision. So price dropped off. Boom. That was the first bearish movement that lets you know, okay, we might be looking at a sell. Price consolidated. Boom. Dropped off again. Right here, these two candles, this little tiny blue candle and this big gray candle is known as a bearish engulfing candle. It's called engulfing because this gray candle chomped on this blue candle. It ate it. It engulfed it. So it's called a bearish engulfing candle. Once this happens, you can hop in. But you want to hop in at the close of this candle because it can, while it's still open, it can wick all the way back up. Then it's invalid. So once it closes bearish, you can take the sell. So Q, he has a little bit more experience. He been trading for 9 years. So he entered up here already once it broke out and retested. I think he was like on the 5 minute. It broke out, it retested, and then he entered. Let me see. He was on a 5 minute when he did. It might not go back that far though, because we're on a lower time frame.
So you say you didn't get in until your third year?
In my third year, yeah. But everybody has a different learning curve too. So when I found out about Forex, I was in college too. So I was trying to teach myself Forex while taking college courses. So it wasn't the easiest thing to do.
But you were making money your first and second year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, price dropped out. It broke support. You can see it broke support, and then boom, retested. So when you're on the lower time frame, you really could have got in right here because this is a bearish engulfing candle right here. You could have got in. This is where he got in. So he put a standard lot right here. On US 30, a standard lot is
Jesus, a standard.
$100.
Goodness gracious.
On US 30, that's $100.
Oh.
So he put a standard right here. Boom, boom, boom. Price started dropping off again. He saw this. He put another standard. So he got two standards in. Ultimately, together, it's $200 per pip. Price dropped off. Then started retracing. That's when you'll take your fib from the high to the low so you can track the retrace. The retrace came all the way up to 382. 382 is a PRZ, which is a price reversal zone. It's the strongest PRZ that we have. Came up here, smack 382. We got right here. It's little, but it's there. That's why you got to train your eyes. So bearish engulfing. Price dropped off. He put a 0.50 right here. He put a 0.50 right there. And then he just rolled all of those orders all the way down. -27 is TP1. It smacked TP1. And he made $400,000 off that trade.
And he started with how much?
This guy's like a millionaire. So, and he been trading for 9 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you gonna teach us this later in the course as well?
Yep. But I just had to touch. Today was really basics. I had to touch on the basics because you got to understand the foundation and the basics before you can hop into this stuff, because then you'll be lost. Just like tomorrow, we're going over psychology. If you don't understand yourself and the things that you do, then when you hop on here, you're going to be doing little things. You're going to be losing money. You're going to be like, well, I don't understand. Yeah, you don't understand. You don't understand yourself. and your thought process and the things that you do up like subconsciously. So trading helped me grow a lot as a trader and as a person. Is there a fee to utilize TradingView? No, TradingView is free. But I have the paid version because I use alerts for when price hits certain places. But the free version, yeah, is good.
But it's better to have alerts, right?
Well, for me, for the way that I like to trade, I like the alerts because I don't like looking at the charts all day. So I just set my alert, and then once price hits it, I can go back and look at it and kind of see what's going on. And I think the paid is like, it's like $10 a month, which is, I mean, it's not that bad.
So are those your favorite repairs?
It's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are pairs I like to trade. These are just repetitive of these. So every pair in red are my pairs. I put these down here for teaching purposes because if we go to my pairs, they got all type of lines and shit on it. And these are my markups. So I don't like to try to teach y'all on this because it's too much. It's like, damn, what the fuck, all this shit. So that's why I got these. It's a little bit more cleaner and not so much going on, so I can teach.
Are you willing to, for example, if I'm gonna trade for the first time on a live account, are you willing to walk through me for the first time?
Yeah, I'll walk it through with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I trade GJ, GU. GJ and GU move kind of identical. They like to do the same things, so that's why I trade both of those. I trade Euro USD, US 30, Euro JPY, and USD JPY.
How do you find US30 on the trader?
On MC4.
Yeah, because I don't see it.
You have to go to your home screen on there, and then hit the arrow in the right hand corner, and then go to indices or indexes. Some brokers call them indices, some call them indexes.
Okay.
It'll be under there. Let's see. Y'all quiet, man. Y'all shy or something? What's up? Hello?
No, I'm just quiet because I don't really have no question.
It's good. It's good, my job.
Yeah, you were pretty thorough with everything.
Cool. Is there anything that was too much or jumbled up that I need to go back over? I don't mind going back over stuff, y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'm here to help. So let me know. I want to stretch this thing to at least about 7-10. I mean, we got an hour in, which is good. But if we can do a little bit more, then it'll be even better. But if y'all want to stop now, I mean, I can wrap it up. Just let me know.
Well, you answered all my questions.
That's good. Everybody else good?
I'm good for the day.
Good.
Thank you. You did it. Period. Poos. I understood some of it, but that's okay because
Well,
baby steps.
anything that you don't understand?
Well, the part I don't understand was kind of like what you had already covered on because you was like, you was gonna talk about the vocabulary and the terminology in day 3. So it was just some of the words that you're using I don't understand, but that's okay because, like you said, you're gonna talk about it. So I'm good. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Allison, I'm good over here, family. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's day 1 in a nutshell. So we went over the basics. Day 2 will be over psychology. We're going to find out type of people y'all are, your weaknesses, your strengths, if you're impatient, if you're aggressive, and how that can translate over to the charts, and how to fix that so that we can.
So tomorrow at the same time?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, making sure.
Okay. So if y'all think of any questions, hit me up in the chat. But that's gonna be it for today. And I will see y'all tomorrow for psychology. And then day 3, we're gonna hit the charts.
Okie dokie.
Period.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
So y'all be safe. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
You too.